As you can see from the title of the description, man, we talking about Akademiks, Lil Baby, the whole little 4PL. We talking about the whole what they got going down there in Atlanta. But basically, they saying that bro hanging with some rats. He hanging with some rats. That's what the street calling it. Is that what Akademiks saying? Let's see.
Hey, Lil Baby, make it short and sweet to you. You're hanging with the police. Y'all niggas in Atlanta, we've heard you talk to the police, nigga. You can't say I'm the feds when we heard your man talking to the feds. I'm gonna cook you later. Let me just say that now. Hey, bad. You stupid ass nigga. Imagine calling me the feds when you riding passenger princess with the feds.
Yo, face. Show your face, please. With sugar on top.
Now, the ever so lasting feud between Lil Baby and DJ Akademiks have sparked up yet again, and usually is provoked by DJ Akademiks in his rants. However, this time I think this may be the first time that we can all agree that DJ Akademiks didn't start this. But if anything, it was Lil Baby, but y'all know when acts start, he just can't stop. Especially if your name is Lil Baby or Meek Mill. I think Meek learned his lesson, so he just leaves Ak alone. Lil Baby does, but then every so often he throws a slight jab at Akademiks, prompting him to give a response, and that's exactly what he did. But in doing so, he not only went off on Lil Baby, but he also went off on Young Thug and the whole Atlanta, calling them snitches, rats, and he said that the whole Atlanta is one big police department. Sheesh. But this is because Lil Baby will preview a new video and song he has with ESTG, and within that snippet he released, he can be heard calling DJ Akademiks the police. That's when Ak will go on to reference a few Atlanta guys being rats or having some smut on their name when it comes to the law, with Young Thug being one of them, because Lil Baby has been seen riding around with Thug as well. And Thug being someone who...
But that's ass. I was saying that because Lil Baby riding around with Thug, man, he riding around with Ratter, the rat. I ain't getting it.
Fence about, mainly because of that whole interrogation room situation where some people feel he said a little too much to the police. That's a whole nother story. Now, before we get into the video, here's a few tweets that Ak sent out in regards to Baby calling him the feds. As in the first tweet, he would state, quote, half of Atlanta rappers documented on audio tape talking to cops, including half the ninjas he still called twin. Is this ninja stupid? If I'm the feds, Young Thug the lieutenant, I report to him. Then in the next tweet, he would state, quote, Lil Baby and the Atlanta rat rappers ain't finna escape. I'ma make sure of it. Detective Gucci, Lieutenant Young Thug, and Sergeant Lil Baby. We all on y'all butts now. Then in another tweet, he would state, quote, before I let a rat lover like Lil Baby ever call me the feds, I quit hip hop. You gonna call your fellow Atlanta rappers rats before you talk about Big Ak? If it's the last thing to do. You, Young Thug, Gunna, Gucci. Y'all need a group name. Then in another tweet, he will post pictures of Young Thug, Gucci Mane, Lil Baby, and Gunna, and
call all them boys, man. They talking about what? All four of them niggas rats. Well, Lil Baby ain't no rat, but I basically say he a rat because he hanging with what? Because he be around what? Probably be around Gucci. We know Gucci ratting now. All these niggas are rat. They are ratting, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Fuck is we talking about here?
Caption is saying, quote, better than the Ninja Turtle. Then in another tweet, he would state, quote, if it ain't 21 Savage or Future, we ain't jacking them. All rats, Word City. Let's get into the video and see what DJ Akademiks had to say in response to Lil Baby calling him the police. But before we do, shout out to Poetic Flacco for the video. Y'all hit the thumbs up button, hype it so we can get it into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now. Well, you could be getting paid literally just for playing games while this video play in the background at the same time. Only difference is the increase in your bank account. Now, I'm not saying you'll get rich, but I am saying that you could easily make something while doing nothing except for sitting on the couch playing games if you download the app Free Cash. Tap or click the link I pinned in the comment section or scan the QR code that I put right here on the screen. Also, if you use my link right now, they give you a little something to start off with just for signing up. So if you want a little Uber Eats or something to snack on and don't feel like dipping into your own wallet, play a few games so you don't have to spend your own ends. Now let's get back to the video.
Akademiks is crashing out right now after Lil Baby mentioned him by name in his new snippet. But during the crash out, Akademiks made a very big mistake in my opinion.
You say, what he do?
He said specifically, F Akademiks, he the feds. So when I first heard this, like I was thinking, okay, like what exactly is he referring to?
Right.
Is he just referring to, yo, DJ Akademiks does media people, I guess they report on crimes that people do, so like they the feds. I think Akademiks like Takeoff died.
It'll be
like,
something like that though, you know, everybody who be doing this little crazy shit, when they do shit when it comes to crimes and shit like that, they call them the police, online police. So maybe he could be speaking like that.
Akademiks was on live for like 13 hours, bruh, right? Solving a murder of Takeoff. Some people call that police work. I call that great journalism. I do it. I come online, right? I speak on cases. I solve cases.
Right.
So if that's, fed stuff or the police, I'm the feds. You got me.
Now let me tell y'all this, right? Because we all basically do it. It's a difference between being federal and a difference between actually just stating your opinion. At the end of the day, these
no wrong with stating your opinion, man. That's what people be doing wrong, man. We still got freedom of speech out here, If it's all public record, man, ain't nothing wrong with speaking your mind, speaking your piece, your truth about the situation. Everybody got their opinion. You entitled to your own opinion. That's all it is.
Put on the internet, and we're just reacting to it. It just so happens we have a platform to do so, and
basically
other people don't. But it's pretty much the same thing. They're putting it out there, and we're reacting to it from what we see. Now, I'm pretty sure it's nothing different from what this person sees or that person sees. At the end of the day,
ain't no different, man. We all doing the same shit,
It's just our opinion. We can only go off of what we see. It's no facts unless you start knowing certain things and bringing audio or evidence. That's totally different. But if you just reacting to it, then that's another story. But everybody got their own opinion.
But I think Lil Baby was being more specific. I don't think he was just speaking about the general journalism. I think Lil Baby was speaking about the incident in Miami. Akademiks was at Brand Risk. Everybody was having a good time. He left Brand Risk. One of Lil Baby's single fans like this, I don't know, right? This was a dude who wasn't even a part of Lil Baby's entourage. He don't got a chain, right? He came around a couple times. Right, got to thinking he feel me, like he 4 p.m. for real. So he's seen Akademiks, and I guess because he wants to be down with Lil Baby, he sees Akademiks, he plays as a fan of Akademiks, goes up to the car, tries to slap Akademiks. Akademiks duck it, his security drove off, but they spun back around to see if the dude was still outside. But when Akademiks came back online, I think Akademiks did the wise strategy where you don't necessarily give too much attention to the fan or the groupie who trying to slap you. You give the attention to Lil Baby. So Akademiks essentially assigned the blame to Lil Baby. And I think this is the incident where Lil Baby is calling Akademiks the fed for.
Cause baby.
Now it makes sense, right?
All right.
We don't know the other guy, right? We know who Lil Baby is.
Right.
So I'm assuming that instead of addressing the little guy that nobody knows, it makes more sense to address Lil Baby.
Okay.
Now, we know that Ak is a journalist. We know that this is what he does. So why did you expect any more less than what he does?
What he do?
And he felt like Lil Baby sent it, so he said it. Now, it's not like Ak got shot. Now, if Ak was to get shot or something criminally happened to him and he called out Lil Baby name, that's something totally different. That'd be considered like dry snitching, right? Y'all remember when Cameron got shot, I think in DC, and then he did that song and he said, I seen when them dudes threw the rock up. Basically because him and Jay-Z had beef around that time. So he's saying that he's seen guys throw that diamond up before shots was fired. Now, a lot of people felt that he was dry snitching because he basically told, look that way as shots were fired, because Cam was shot, and once again, that's something criminally. Now, when it comes to Akademiks getting slapped or somebody attempting to slap him, it's not really snitching.
If you got a problem with me, don't tell your mans
is you squashing it with me. Don't get on the phone with Rod Wave. I'll squabble up with you anywhere, anytime. You ducked it, and then you had your assistant squabble with you any.
Yeah, I remember that.
Scrawny as a drug addict. Stupid as up.
I remember that.
I've been on that. You DM me. You DM me where you at. I DM you where I'm gonna be at. You never showed yourself trolling. I will wash you anywhere.
Trolling ass nigga.
But we squashed it because Rod Wave is a mutual of ours. But don't fake squash it and say your drawers holder to ever do nothing. So when I called you in the morning and I said, bro, you did that? And baby, you gotta respond to it. I don't make this loud. You gotta respond to this. You're gonna either be pussy or you're gonna stand on it and say, I did backdoor that. So it was cool. Jeez. Yeah. When I asked you in the morning, you know what you said? So the first thing I said, yo, bro, you know when it came up to me, he said some 4 p.m. You know the first thing you said? Yo, act, chill, act, man, you on that police ass. I'm scared of this 4 p.m. Bet. Cool. I say, yo, nah, baby, like this. So he's like, act, what? You acting dumb. I said, bro. He said, yo, well, you got.
Akademiks didn't do what everybody expected him to do, which is 5 charges, which to me would show that, he's not the feds, right? Because, bro, you do that to me, right? You send somebody and they even like attempt to slap me, I'm filing charges, bro. Right? I'm filing a restraining order against you. I'm going the full way, bro. I want you to be prosecuted for this. Akademiks did not go the full way. He didn't call the police. He didn't do what, I guess would be expected. Right. But I guess because Akademiks said that when dude pulled up, he screamed 4PF, Lil Baby abandoned the 4PF like lingo, mantra, motto. He abandoned it all. Right. Because he don't want to be on gang files and a part of the RICO. Right. So he started this new thing called Can't Be F with, which to me makes no sense, right? Like you wanted to get away from 4PF because 4PF was on gang files and on like the RICO monitor. So he started a new thing called Can't Be F with. Now the same dudes from 4PF is rocking Can't Be F with, changed it. Now it's a new gang again. So yeah,
I said the same thing. If y'all remember that interview that Lil Baby did with Lil Yachty, and he announced that it's no longer 4PF, it's Can't Be F with.
All right.
If y'all remember when we went live talking about that, I said the same thing. It doesn't make sense. Y'all think just because you change the name that the feds is gonna say, all right, well, we're done with that.
Man, they're just gonna switch the case over, man. Instead of it being the 4PF case, man, they're gonna switch the name over to Can't Be F with case. That's all we gonna do, man. Ain't gonna be no different. It's the same niggas on the case.
They changed their name. No, and not to mention whether you change the name or not, you got the same players in the same game, right? So you change the name, but you still got the people that's accused of doing certain things, of the whole reason why the RICO or whatever may have been brewing in the new camp. So it's essentially the same difference.
It just makes no sense at all.
Christ.
But I don't think you can call Act offensive. Act is telling Lil Baby, hey, I'm trying to box. I want to fight, right? I want to get down. We could squabble. I don't want to go to the police. I want to fight you.
If you really do a real poll in a physical combat, that a scrawny drug addict, right, who basically can't say his ABCs, he's dyslexic, you know what I mean? He's half schizophrenic, missing a couple chromosomes. He's definitely that he could get in a physical combat with me, and no matter what they think about me, I'm not saying I'm a professional boxer or nothing. If we were locked in a room and only one man could walk out alive, who do you think would walk out alive?
You're Jamaican, bro.
Not true.
You got an island power. Hold on. Those
not true. You think you can squabble, nigga? Get your ass Molly walked out this bitch, nigga. What was he talking about? I ain't trying to hear none of that fugazi ass, sheep-foo ass shit, nigga. The fuck is y'all boys out here talking about?
It's got squabbles. Crackheads got squabbles. I've seen that.
All right, well, if we factor that, you're right. If we factor that in, maybe if you go in there off like 15 perk 50s and, you know, like now I'm choking him half to death and like, you know, his corner gets to put like, you know, a perk on his lip and he's like, maybe. I don't know. Here's the thing. I talk tough to these guys because I don't think if they didn't have their crew, they could back it up.
I am aware that
Now, that's one thing I would say, right? When it comes to Academics talking crazy to these rappers, he definitely does it. And he be outside sometimes. So,
But he a bitch. But nigga, he's still a bitch. I ain't none of that shit. You can talk all you want to talk behind this whole ass camera, nigga. You talking about he be outside sometimes, nigga. That nigga a bitch, nigga. What is we talking about here, nigga?
I don't know. Some people may say, well, he's doing that because he is the feds. I don't know.
He just might be,
know
bro.
that according to Academics, he has dropped his location to not only Lil Baby, but he dropped his location to Meek Mill as well.
We done about to edit right there, bro. I know for a goddamn fact, nigga, when I'm talking about Lil Baby and Meek Mill going against Act, like a journalist, like who the? Come on, gang. Come on, gang.
Even let it be known where his house was in Jersey to Meek Mill, and they were supposed to meet up. Now, here's the thing about rappers wanting to fight Academics or not. The thing is, right, I'm pretty sure they feel they can take Act, but it's just that little bit of room of what if. So to the point where if Act does get a little leg up on one of these guys and actually do them in, oh man, career over. Career over. So sometimes
I don't see that. I don't see that, Hookah. I just don't see it, man. Like, he not notarized for nothing like that. Academics. So I don't even see it. Even if he would, I don't see it. But even if he was to get the upper hand, and one shit change, he might get a little belt. That's in his class. Jonathan is of reporters, of content creator. He got the little belt for content creator fight. But bro, won't shit happen to none of their careers.
They don't even want to tell. Y'all remember that video of Dame Dash calling out Jim Jones to fight, and Jim didn't want to fight, and even Jim's own man was telling him like, yo, you want to fight, go fight him. Right? Y'all remember that video? At the end of the day, you got to remember, these guys got a reputation. So even though they may feel Dame Dash is corny, Dame Dash is this, he can't beat me, I got muscles, it's always the what if factor. That hold up, once I start fighting, I can't stop. And if I beg to stop, I'ma look crazy. So if he beat me up, then I'ma look even more crazy, and it's over for me as a rapper. So I think that's what it be with these guys, man.
Lil Baby asked Academics for his location when he was in New York, I think a few years ago, and Academics gave Lil Baby his address to pull up for them to squabble. So if Ak is going through every means and every way to try to fight you or try to get violent with you, because apparently, it's up, I don't think you can quite call him the feds, right? Because even like how Academics is going, if you do want to go to the feds or even try to file charges, they'll look at his actions online and say, bro, you're not no victim, bro. You threatened this man, you feel me? Like to fight this man, you want to pull up on him. Like at this point, it's mutual violations, okay? Now, Academics responded back to this Lil Baby thing. Like he actually found out when he was live on stream that Baby dropped a snippet dissing him. Like I don't know if Baby did that right intentionally, but yeah, Academics responded back. Now, Academics took the opportunity to essentially declare war on all of the Atlanta and disrespect all of Atlanta because of Lil Baby.
Hey, Lil Baby,
another thing I was thinking. See, Lil Baby and DJ Academics to me got like this little love-hate relationship where they beefing with each other. Then you hear Act saying that he was paid by Lil Baby label to say that the music is good. They did business together, to them back beefing again. What if, right? What if this is just another psyop to where now it gets people to want to listen to the song? Right? These rappers these days, they got all type of theatrics and moves and tricks and things to get you to actually listen to their music, because right now, music is in a weird space. So these guys are doing any and everything to get people to listen to their music, and I wouldn't put it past that this is kind of like a clout move to where it makes people now want to listen. I don't know. That's just a theory.
I'm making short and sweet to your ass. You're hanging with the police. Y'all in Atlanta, we've heard you talk to the police.
Sheesh.
You can't say I'm the feds when we heard your man talking to the feds. I'm gonna cook you later. But let me just say that now. Let that be. You stupid ass. Imagine
Going off on him, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, he going off on him for sure.
call me the feds when you riding passenger princess with the feds.
He's referring to this video right here where Young Thug is looking absolutely ecstatic to finally be in good graces with Lil Baby, because him and Lil Baby had some type of like falling out.
Okay.
And obviously we know from the record, when pick up the phone, yeah, call me a spider. So your Young Thug dropped a video looking like a groupie riding around town with Lil Baby. So Akademiks is calling Young Thug the feds. Now, I think what Young Thug did in that interrogation room is out of pocket, is not cool, is no excuse for it whatsoever. Would I say that is telling? Would I say that is snitching? I wouldn't go that far, and here's why. When I think about snitching, who did you put in jail? What was the intent? So if you go into the courtroom and you really don't give up any incriminating information on anybody, now you said too much, you was talking too much, but you ain't really give any information they could use at that man's trial.
Right.
And if your intent was to go there and say, nah, man, Roscoe ain't do nothing, I can call you the police, I can call you the feds, because your intent was not to throw somebody under the bus to get time off. Young Thug volunteered to go there because according to him, he wanted to go there to kind of, help our Roscoe case, right? But he's just dumb enough to where the feds were able to kind of spin him a little bit.
Let me tell you, a lot of people love saying that. I'm not a snitch because I didn't put anybody in jail. Yeah, yet. Right? There's a lot of people that cooperated on someone who's not yet in jail. There's something called an investigation, right? To where they can't just automatically lock somebody up once you give them information. You pointing them in the right direction is enough. That's telling to me, right? He may not be in jail, but you just told him that little JJ is selling drugs up there by the store. Now, just because they didn't go arrest him yet, it don't matter. You now put that man on their radar, right? So a lot of people love to say that, or they love to say, oh, it's not in black and white. Yeah, you got guys that actually tell from the police station before it can even be in black and white. Keep in mind that black and white stuff, that's ages ago. We're in 2026. There's a lot of other ways where you could tell on somebody. How about, right? It's not in black and white, but when people go riding around the hood and they in the back of that police car that's tinted and they pointing out certain people and they putting faces to names, what do you call that? So, like I said, the lines between snitching and what's not is it's blurry. It's very weird, depending on who you're talking about, because everybody has selective anger. They love moving that goalpost back. What I would say about that whole situation with Young Thug, when he told the boys that he's gonna call them, that was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, cause what are y'all gonna talk about privately? What do y'all need to talk about privately?
Right.
I don't know.
Y'all on tape talking to the cops. You want to do a marathon? It's a reason why when y'all drop songs, y'all gotta say, this a rat, this a rat, this a rat. Y'all from Atlanta, all y'all been doing is talking to the cops. That's the Atlanta special, you stupid ass.
Damn.
You can't call nobody the cops. If I'm the cops, Young Thug the lieutenant. You can't call nobody the cops. I can't. This is like, oh, this is history to me. Oh, I'm gonna cook this beyond belief. He called me the.
Man, I ain't gonna lie though. Be honest, at this point, it just seems like he trying to like just tear down whatever they got going on. I mean, yeah, he a rat, but like, just leave it alone, man. Let them rat ass niggas be rat ass niggas. Then hey,
the cops is man talking to the cops.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Just let that nigga be a fucking rat, bro. We gonna end that shit right here.